One thing you can always count on with conspiracy theorists is their obsession with Freemasons. They bang on about the number 33 and how Freemasons rule the world and all nonsense like that. But today on Tinfoil Tuesday, one man thinks he's cracked the Freemason code. Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Tinfoil Tuesday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a massive thank you to the sponsors of this video, Beer 52. Fancy some free beer this Christmas? My friends at Beer 52 are giving you an exclusive offer to get a free case of beers you won't find anywhere else. Simply go to beer52.com/SimonDan, cover the £4.95 postage and you get 8 unique beers delivered straight to your door. Now, Beer 52 are on an adventure to find the best beers on the planet. This month they're showcasing the world's best independent breweries with an exclusive selection of beers from 8 different countries, including Germany, Belgium and the USA. This can from Buru looks amazing and the beer is even better. The vibrant hop profile ensures it's bursting with flavour, while its rounded palate delivers a smooth finish that will keep you coming back for more. Delicious. Also included is a hoppy lager from craft beer legends Omnipollo and a dynamic porter from Spain's highest rated brewery Basqueland. Now if you don't like dark beer you can just choose the light case, and don't forget you get a couple of tasty snacks as well. And you can also learn about the fantastic breweries featured in this case with the award-winning Ferment magazine. Even after all that you're still unsatisfied, you can simply pause or cancel at any time. So that's www.beer52/SimonDan to claim your free case of insanely good beers now. That's beer52.com/SimonDan. Right, on with today's video, which comes from a man that calls himself the Fittest Flat Earther. The thing is, he's not talking about Flat Earth today, but something else. Cracking the Freemasons code, apparently.
My friends, it's time to get your discernment ready, because I think I figured out something that the Freemasons have been hinting at for a long time. You see, if you're awake at all, you know that the Freemasons love to put the number 33 in things. And while I always thought that 33 was a tribute to the fallen angels because a third of them fell from heaven, well, with the help of my friend Kayla, I think I figured out what it might actually be.
Well, actually, the number 33 is important to Freemasons because it's their highest Masonic degree in regards to initiation and learning in Freemasonry. Nothing to do with anything else but that.
And while I do still think it has to do with a third of the fallen angels because they worship Lucifer and all the fallen angels, well, I think there's more to it. And it all started when I saw my neighbor's ring cam with this in it. This that I immediately disregarded as a comment and thought it was something spiritual. In fact, I thought it was potentially a fallen angel or even a dragon.
Okay, well it wouldn't be a comet because they generally don't enter our atmosphere like that. It is also not a fallen angel or a dragon. Now, I know from previous videos that you've done that you live in and around the Florida area. And if you search for meteorites Florida 2024, you can see that in January a meteor did enter the atmosphere over Florida. But even if it wasn't that one, 17,000 meteorites fall to Earth every year. So it's entirely plausible that that is what it was. More plausible than a dragon, anyway.
As I was talking to Kayla and we kept talking about how it could potentially be a fallen angel, well, it occurred to me. Angle, angel, angle, angel.
Yes, well the best thing to say there is fried, fired. Fried, fired. You get my point, of course, that there's many examples of that with many words which of course means nothing.
And she said, I feel like I know there's something attached to angles with fallen angels. And then this happened. I had a revelation. I thought to myself, I wonder what a 33-degree angle would look like compared to that image on my neighbor's ring cam. And well, you see. But not only that, not too long after I had that revelation, my wife sent me this of someone else catching something like that on Facebook. And again, you see the angle it's coming in at, right?
Yeah, not 33 degrees. You've bodged that. Looks a bit more like 40 to 45 degrees to me. Well, that was easy. Joking. Let's carry on.
And then I scrolled in the comments of that last one and saw someone else posting it. And again, 33-degree angle that these are coming in on. First, let me just cover this. If you still think you live on a globe, this would make absolutely zero sense because you would have comets coming in at all sorts of different angles.
Number one, they're not comets. And number two, we do see meteorites coming in at all angles. You've cherry-picked 2.5.
Not 33 every time. And even for the others out there that are like me and know we don't live on a globe, but in something more like this is an odd anomaly that they would be coming in at 30-degree angles. If it was just something falling, well, the electromagnetism of the Earth would pull it straight down.
That was a sentence used by someone that doesn't understand physics.
Something else is happening here. In talking about this with Josh, I think we came to the conclusion that to get between heaven and earth, it has to be some sort of frequency, and maybe it's tuned at 33.3 or 333 or 3033.
Look, not to correct your own theory here, but shouldn't that have been 3,333 and not 3,033? Just saying.
But there, to get through the firmament, maybe you need to be traveling at 33 degrees.
Well, the best re-entry angle when coming back from space is between 5 and 7 degrees. So, nowhere near. You try coming back in at 33 degrees and you're toast.
And vibrating at a certain frequency, and maybe that 33-degree frequency or angle tie in together. In the Bible, Mark 13:25 talks how in the end of days the stars will fall from the sky and the powers of heavens will be shaken. But in my opinion, I don't think we're living in the end times. I think we're living in the times in the Bible when Satan is released to deceive the nations for a little while.
Oh, that blasted Satan, thoroughly undecent chap, isn't he?
I think there's even some evidence of that. Because if you didn't realize it, there are 200 of these craters found all over the Earth. And to me, it doesn't look like a giant asteroid that came down because there would be a tail. And well, I just know there aren't such things as asteroids because we live in an enclosed system. But I want to get to a final point here because I think it's an important point. And whether I'm right about the 33 angle here being what the Freemasons used 33 for, or if it's just to mock Jesus because he died at the age of 33, or maybe it's because a third of them fell. I don't know for sure.
I do. It's the highest degree of Freemasonry.
But what I do feel like I know for sure is that something big is on the horizon. People have been seeing holographic things in the sky, stars are changing, things are falling to the ground that potentially could be angelic in nature. Over the past year, there's been talk about the sun being replaced by a sun simulator. Like I said, the moon has looked off and holographic, and some people have even thought it's disappeared for longer than it should. The UFO talk is revving up. Something big is on the horizon.
Someone's been watching too much confirmation bias-laced content, haven't they? Some people said this and some people said that. Yeah, nonsense.
And it never hurts to have some extra discernment ready. And the way I always go about doing that is to do some extra fasting and some extra praying.
No thank you. If I fast, I'll disintegrate.
Now, in my humble opinion, what I do think is coming, and this is just my opinion, and it's not for entertainment, but it's opinion, is that we are past that time when Jesus came back and there was a millennial reign for 1,000 years, and they've hidden that from us. And what I think is coming is a big delusion of reenacting that. They've been setting up end time prophecy for months and months and months. And I think they're going to try to make us think we are in end times again.
End times, of course, being another story. No one, and I mean no one, can accurately predict the future with 100% confidence. Certainly not a group of poets and authors from who knows where.
Now, whether they have giant holographic UFO blue beam technology come, or whether actual spiritual beings come, whether they be the fallen angels or maybe the camp of the saints in all their heavenly bodies, I don't know for sure. But what I know is something is on the horizon. I've been feeling it for a while, and to be honest, I think it's the only reason I'm awake. I think God needed me, he tapped me on the shoulder and he needed me to help wake others up, because the way I woke up isn't explainable other than God just being like, hey dude, let's go, it's time.
That's great if you want to think that, but let's be honest here. You watched some videos on YouTube and did your own research, didn't you?
And I'm saying to all of you, hey dudes, dudettes, let's go. It's time. Get ready. Be have your head on the swivel, be ready for anything, do some fasting, do some praying, tell all your people you love them, and let's go.
Well, there we go. He didn't really crack any code, did he? He just made up some theory that meteorites come through the Earth's atmosphere at 33 degrees. And then called them dragons. Even though some might, of course, but most don't. That was a bit of a letdown, really, wasn't it? In more ways than one. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, that's it, everyone. We're all done and dusted for another Tinfoil Tuesday. Let me know in the comments below what you think of the Fittest Flat Earther and his attempt at breaking the Freemason code. Thanks so much for watching. As I said, we're all done. If you enjoyed it, please do consider subscribing to the channel, hitting that thumbs up button too, and of course, sharing if the feeling takes you. Just enough time to once again thank Beer52 for sponsoring today's video. Remember, go to beer52.com/SciManDan to get your free case of craft beer. That's beer52.com/SciManDan. I've been SciManDan. Have yourselves a great week, and I'll see you on Friday for the return of Owen Benjamin to this channel. See you then.